Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. So in today's tutorial, I would like to show us how this side drapes was achieved using slash and spread method. Okay, so I'll be dropping the link on how to draft a mermaid skirt in the description box. Now this is my already drafted mermaid skirt here. Okay, this is it here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to close my dart. Okay, I'm going to close it. Okay, then, or I can do that later. Now if you notice from the picture, okay, the drapes started from one side of the skirt, okay, like midway between the waistline and the hip line. So I'm just doing 4 inch away from the waistline. You can do up to 5 inches, okay, and then it's quite close to the knee line on the other side of the skirt. Okay, so I'll just use my marker and draw a slanted line like this. Then I'll go ahead and draw my other slash lines, but before I do that, I'll close my dart with masking tape. So I'll just close it up like so. So you can see the way I'm closing my dart. Now I'm going to draw my slash lines. Okay, so I'll start from the top here. So the slash lines are actually slanted in nature. Okay, so I'll draw about 6 or 7 slash lines. So here I'll draw my slash lines here. So I'll just quickly label so that by the time I cut out, they will not mix up. Okay, so I'll just label them and probably draw the arrows. Now before I do that, I will place another pattern paper under and I'll trace out the parts that we want to slash so that we don't lose our original pattern of the skirt. Okay, so I'm just going to trace out with my tracing wheel and also cut out the unwanted parts of the paper. So here you can see that I've already traced out, so my skirt pattern is still very much intact. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be labeling. I'll label the pattern so that by the time we slash out, we don't get confused. So I'm just cutting out like so. So when I'm done cutting, I would label my patterns. Okay, so here you can see that I've already labeled my patterns and I've drawn my arrows. So I'll just keep cutting. Now when I'm done cutting, I will now place another pattern paper under to create the slash and spread, okay? But I'm going to use brown paper so that I'll be able to see what I've done clearly. But you can do yours on white paper. So this is my brown paper here. This is how my original skirt pattern looks like. Okay, this is how it looks like initially. So now I'm going to spread this on the pattern paper, okay, and I will show us how it looks like after spreading. So after spreading now, this is what I have here. Okay, so next thing now is I'm going to use my ruler to link all the points together, point to point. Okay, point to point. So like I said, if you don't know how to draft a mermaid skirt, I'll just leave the link to my previous tutorial on how to draft a mermaid skirt. I'll leave it in the description box or somewhere up on the screen here. You can check it out. Also, I have about 4 or 5 tutorials on how to make a corset, regular corset, back corset, so many types. I'll also be dropping the link in the description box or somewhere on the screen here for us to watch. Okay, so I'm linking all the points together. It's my ruler, so you can see that I've linked it point to point, point to point. So this way it helps you to eliminate any unnecessary excess by the time you're done pleating. So this is it here, you can see it. So next step, I'm going to trim out all the unwanted parts of the brown paper. Okay, I'll trim it out. So I'll just start from the lower parts, okay, and trim off the excess. I'm really taking my time to explain because this slash and spread somehow confuses a lot of people. So I'm taking my time to explain it, okay. So you can see that I'm trimming off the excesses and I'll just follow the lines like that. I'll follow all the lines, okay, like so. I could have easily forwarded this part, but then there's no point if people don't understand the concept. So that's why I'm just taking my time. Okay, so you can see that the pattern has turned out to be something, it's looking irregular, but by the time we pleat it out now, we would get a better view of what the new working pattern looks like. So like I said, I just used brown paper because this is a tutorial. You can go ahead and use your white paper to do this. Okay, so I'm just trimming out like so. So you can do this on a pencil skirt, you can do it on a mommy skirt, any kind of skirt. Okay, you would have sewn the skirt originally, then you place this on top. You place it on top, and if you wish, you can line it if you wish. Okay, so this is my pattern here. So this is it. You fold from one end of the brown paper to the other. So you can fold upwards or downwards. But from the picture, the pleats, were folded downwards. So I'm going to place this on my fabric now and I will cut it. Then I'll also show step by step on how to fold the pleats. Okay, so I will transfer this to my fabric right away. So just bear in mind that we're folding the brown parts. So this is my velvet. This is green color, but it appears dark in the video. Okay, so next thing, I'm going to notch all the brown parts. Okay, the brown part is the part that I will be pleating. So I'll just notch it on the fabric like so. Like so. Because if you don't notch it and you take off the pattern, you won't know where to pleat. So you can see that I'm just notching only the brown parts. Yeah. So yeah, you guys have to bear with me. I'm really taking my time. This is not something I can just rush through or fast forward. We need to get the concept right. So if this is your first time on the channel, we have over 200 sewing tutorials on this channel. I will also drop the link to the videos in the description box or somewhere on the screen of this tutorial. You can go ahead and watch as much as you want. So like I said, we are going to be pleating only the parts with the brown paper. Okay, so this is it here. This is it here. You have to pay attention at this point now. So here for starters, you may want to be pleating with the paper, but once you notch the point, you know where to pleat. So now my first pleat will be this first two notch points. Let me take off my pattern. Yeah, so this is the first two notch points here. Okay, let me, yeah, you can see the other part too. Okay, those are the first two notch points. So you just split and you need to use your pins to do that. So now I'll just take off my pattern. Don't forget we are pleating only the parts where you have the brown paper. So I'll just pick it point to point. I'll use my pin. The other side too, point to point. I'll pin it. Next, I'll take the next 2 points and I'm trimming off any excess there. I'll pick the next 2 points again. See that? I'll pin it. Same thing on the other side. The next 2 points, I'll pleat it. So because this is velvet, it might be a bit slippery, but don't worry. Just use your pins. So I'll just keep doing this like get to the last pleat. So far so good. This is where I've gotten to. Okay. So I'll just keep picking it from point to point like that. So I think the velvet is more visible now. You see that? I'll keep pleating. Now, the advantage of slash and spread is that it's more accurate, it's more detailed, it fits more to the body than you just doing a random pleats. Okay? And just doing a random pleats. And with this, there'll be less fitting when you want to put it on or when a client comes for fitting. So this is a pleat here. Okay, so I'll just trim off any excess around the waistline like so. Then I'll go ahead and place this on the pattern paper. That's on the mermaid skirt. Okay, so this is my mermaid skirt here. I'll just place it on top. This is how it's going to look like. Meanwhile, you must have sewn your mermaid skirts before placing this on top. It's as simple as that. I hope you learned something. Kindly leave your comments and your questions, and then I'll try to answer them on my free time. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.